Yo, what's going on? It's your boy Ballin, back again with another Madden 22 franchise video, and here we are 6-0 with my Baltimore Ravens, and we're going against the 3-3 Cleveland Browns, another division. Man, burping. Just I had some pizza, so I'm burping a little bit. But anyways, got another division game. We are strongly leading the division. We are still undefeated. It's looking nice, and it doesn't look like anyone else seems to be undefeated. Unless someone just has a bye week or something. Hold on. Wait a gosh darn second. We are the only undefeated team. Let's go. That's the first time that's ever happened. So cool. And we're going against a 3-3 team. So I think it's safe to say that we got a pretty good shot at winning this one. But you know, we're still going to play smart. So let's go ahead and get through all this menu stuff so we can go ahead and get into the game. Nice. More morale. That's always good. Yo, at this rate, people are going to be starting their games off with their X Factor already on. So that's dope. Yo, so I actually forgot about this. But if I can get 100 yards, so my last game was a Forceman, right? That's why you guys didn't see the game against the Dolphins. And somehow I still got a weekly award. That's the crazy part. Yeah. So if I get 100 yards with John Ross this game, look at that. Lamar Jackson really just went off as the CPU. But anyways, if I get 100 yards with John Ross, then the commissioner is going to upgrade him, so that's dope. So we got to make sure we get that. Looks like we got a tandem breakout. Let's see what this is about. Oh, look at that. I'm gonna challenge him. I gotta feed the ball to him anyway, so this is good. Okay, cool. So we're gonna aim for getting him 150 no matter what. So I'm gonna be sending him on crossers, trying to get him, because that's the easiest way to get him a ton of yards at once, right? So we're gonna leave all this stuff. I like what I have for upgrades. All right, cool. Let's see what sort of upgrades we have. Anyone dope? Okay, Odafe. We can get him speed rushing even better. That'd be awesome. That boy gets to the quarterback so fast. Surprised he hasn't had an upgrade. Gus, we're gonna put more power back on you. Bulldozing people whenever I put you in. That is your job. John Ross, we're gonna put, yeah, I think route runner is the best because he's already fast. So if he can just run his routes even more crispy on all levels of the field, like that's dangerous, right? Damn, we didn't really have much to upgrade. And then none of these guys start. Yeah. All right, auto upgrade the rest. So cool, man. Looks like we're good. So let's see what all the rankings are looking like. Looks like he has the number 3 offense. I don't understand. I don't understand how that stuff works. Is it because I give the ball away a lot? Is it because I don't have as much rushing yards? I'm 6-0 though. I have the number 1 defense at least. Look at that. Number 2 for takeaways. Number 2 red zone percentage defense. Number 9 for sacks. Number 4 for touchdowns allowed. People aren't even scoring on me that much. Whew. That's tough. That Ravens defense, boy. I'm surprised I'm not further up for offense, but it is what it is. But cool, man. Look at that. We don't let people run the ball on us at all. You got to pass that thing. But all right, cool. So that's everything. Let's see. It's weird. Maybe that's why we're not number one, because we're really not leading in passing yards or rushing yards. And we got the number 3 receiver. Got two guys number 1 for in the top 3 for interceptions. Number 1 strong safety and the number 1 corner. And that's it. So that's why we're leading in defense and not offense. That makes sense. All right, man. Let's go ahead and get into the game.
We come at you from the shores of Lake Erie. EA Sports has the coverage of the NFL from First Energy Stadium here in Cleveland, Ohio. The folks here in Cleveland, even though all the down years, have never stopped supporting their hometown guys, and we got evidence of that a moment ago as the Browns made their entrance. They are ready to do battle with the Baltimore Ravens. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. The play fake to Dobbins. Here's Jackson. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And the Browns are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 42. They'll try and start this drive in the air. They'll roll him, thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Brandon Stevens. And the return across midfield and to the 46-yard line. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it's a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this.
And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off by Greg Newsome. And the Browns are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield.
Well, to me, it's pretty simple, and it's fairly obvious, isn't it? He's got to start making better decisions with the ball.
That's now 2 interceptions in the first quarter. After interception number 1, there was a long talk on the sideline. And now he's made another mistake.
Yeah, he's just been kind of laying these passes out there. He's kind of been floating them a little bit. He's got to be more decisive in his reads and definitely more decisive in throwing the ball. Rifle it in there every now and then.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Throwing, Mayfield. And finding the tight end, Hooper.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield. Flush to his right. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And Mayfield will have a first down as he's able to slide to avoid the contact there at the end of the play. And now some motion before the snap. And this will be our first penalty of the night's proceedings. A full start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Mayfield looks to throw. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. There for the sack, B.J. Hill. Well, we've seen how this quarterback can beat you with his legs. Saw it earlier on this drive, as a matter of fact. But that time, they had him covered.
They really gave him no place to escape because oftentimes they're able to find a crack, a sliver, anything that can get them upfield. On that occasion, nothing open at all, and they swarmed him. They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward, incomplete pass. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now fourth down.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They forced the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
Check the mic and make sure it sound right, boys.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it, no matter the sport, they say the great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
And no, not quite at that level and not of that age. But I remember...
It got his man complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A big play that time through the air. 32 yards. Now Jackson on first down. He'll find Dobbins out of the backfield. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
Nice little nifty play for him there. You know, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to come
under a heavy rush, and down he goes. They brought him in off the corner, and he gets in to drop it for a loss of 4. Well, remember, he had the interception earlier. Now he adds the sack. He's really making his presence felt out there.
Oh, he is putting together a heck of a game. In fact, he's going to bump these plays to his highlight reel. Okay, so when he wants to show it off later on, look what I did out there, guys. In this offense, they've got to start paying him a little special attention. He's like a good basketball player, putting stats in every column.
The throw here to Andrews, the tight end. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
He'll swing this out to Dobbins. That catch good for only a couple.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense, and know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
Quick strike out wide by Jackson. A great job to hold him to just a yard there. Now it's 4th and goal. So Jackson will head to the Ravens sideline, and on comes Justin Tucker for the field goal try. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And they are right at the 500 mark on the year and got there with a victory a week ago.
And I think right now I put myself in the shoes of the head coach and say, all right, time to reset a little bit. And I don't give my team a win one for the Gipper speech, but I do say, look, we haven't played our best football yet, but we are at 500 and we're still in it. Let's try and string a few of these victories together, and we're capable of doing so.
To throw on 2nd and 10, Mayfield. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. These two teams all tied after 1.
Check.
On 3rd and 1, here's Mayfield. Letting one fly deep for Cooper. And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A big connection on that one. 34 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Adave Owe. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on 3rd down.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Going down the middle, and it's complete. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A big play that time through the air. 37 yards. Hunt. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Kareem Hunt, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Browns have taken the lead. Santos with the extra point. And the lead is now 10-3. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Just a lone field goal for them so far, trailing 10-3 as they come up 1st and 10. Play action. It's Jackson. That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Had to put that ball in there with a little extra zip, and he put it right where it needed to be.
Yeah, and that little extra pace that he had on the pass, that required a little extra concentration for him, didn't it? Ball can get on you pretty quick in that manner, and he handled it well and picked up the 1st down.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked out and incomplete.
But Charles, something we talked about last week, when you start believing whether you're in the midst of a special season or not. Well, now they're at 6-0. Are you still trying to tamp down the expectations in that locker room?
Well, to me, it's less about tamping down expectations and much more.
He's got it at the 15. And he takes this way down deep into Cleveland territory. It's a big play there for Baltimore. So now following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10. And Jackson throwing once more. Oh, and for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah. And the Browns force the turnover. They'll take over at the 10. The Browns drive about to get started. They had to go the length of the field last time out to get into the end zone, and with this starting field position, they're going to have to pretty much do it again.
And I think the thought process going into it is, hey, if you have to be methodical, go ahead and do that. But what you really want are a couple of big plays, eat up chunks of yardage, and cut down the number of times you have to snap the football.
Mayfield now looking to throw on 1st down. Over the middle, Amari Cooper, it's complete. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
They went counter there offensively, and a couple of the defenders were on skates for a second.
They certainly were, and you know what offensive linemen love about the counters and the misdirections? Sometimes you don't even have to block the defender. He can run himself out of the play if he doesn't read his keys properly.
Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. On On first down, they go right back to Hunt. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 12 yards on back-to-back plays there, and that's another first down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. And Mayfield just getting the play off. Going up top. And this incomplete. An excellent play downfield on the football. Might have had a shot to pick it off even. But it's second down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Mayfield now. He's got a man complete. It's Amari Cooper. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And down inside the 15 he goes.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Week 7 action, and we've got a 7-point game here in the second quarter. And this offense hoping to change that right here. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. 2nd and goal from the 6 this time. A give. This is Chubb. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Mayfield. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Amari Cooper in the final seconds of the first half. And the Browns go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and the lead is now 17-3. So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. These 2 teams met in Baltimore. You might remember earlier in the year with the Ravens winning that game. So they'll be looking for the win here in Cleveland to complete the season sweep. Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. So we have reached halftime here in Cleveland with the Browns on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line can play a little bit better, and I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation and pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Here's Mayfield. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Oh, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. This one hauled in. Again, it's Hooper.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate. And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. From the gun, Mayfield.
Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there, as that's batted down and incomplete.
So good coverage there defensively, as it looks like they'll force a punt on this opening drive of the 3rd.
Well, let's coach them up a little bit from right here in the booth. That's exactly what they needed to do. They need to start stringing together some stops, turning the ball over back to their offense, and trying to get back into this game.
Yeah, a couple scores down, but they can eat into that quickly with a nice drive here on the other side. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
And that'll be complete to Dobbins.
And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 20.
Well, they were backed up to start the drive, but how about that aggressiveness? Firing it downfield right away. Nice job there, getting out towards what would have been their normal starting position.
Off the play fake, here's Jackson. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Well, that's where this Cleveland crowd, the dog pound in particular, make it difficult on opposing offenses. It looked like they might have had troubles communicating at the line, and it leads to the incompletion.
They go play action with Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Marquise Brown, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Ravens draw a bit closer. Tucker with the extra point, and that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. The Browns drive about to get started. Pretty important 3rd quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. It's caught inside the 25. And they're going to have this in a great spot way down in Baltimore territory. A big play that time for Cleveland. A real field flipper there, as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. They give the Chubb out of the gun. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line.
Well, think of it like you would a typical boxing match. The person is on his heels and absorbing blows is having a tough time. And that's what's happening to the defense right now. because the offense is on its toes and punching, and there was another first down run right there.
They'll try and run it in with Janovich, the fullback. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now.
Now that's the defense that they were looking for, being able to get extra bodies to the point of attack to deal with the big guy carrying the ball. You really don't want to be in a position where it's a one-on-one tackle with him.
They run it again with Janovich. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And the Ravens have got it.
All I know, partners, that with every play call that came in, there was a little discussion about, hey, we can seal this bad boy. We can really put ourselves in a great spot to take total control, and yet they find a way to cough it up.
Yeah, the 2-score game opportunity eludes them, and now a chance for the other side to come back here.
Yeah, that means defense has to go out there and make some plays themselves. So we call sudden change. Let's see if the defense is mentally ready to take care of it.
You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game.
And he wisely will throw that one away.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. They go play action now. Jackson going deep downfield for Ross. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
The passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Jackson's throw there into the hands of Ross.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A big play there on the catch and run.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
John Ross there to make the grab.
And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying this ball game here in the final moments of the third quarter.
Well, this offense only mustered 3 points in the first half on that field goal. They picked up the pace now. 2 third-quarter touchdowns.
Hey, you remember that appearance we had last week in front of that crowd, and they asked about halftime adjustments and all that was going on. And remember what I said. It's not always an adjustment at halftime. Sometimes just remembering the game plan and playing better, tuning it up, and just working through it methodically. They got it done in this case.
Of course, I'll always remember that appearance because I had on a brown belt with black shoes, and you pointed that out in front of the crowd. So thanks for that.
I said that out loud?
You did.
My bad.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb, and not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Now Mayfield. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line.
Well, we say it often, Charles, but not all interceptions are created equally, and that is a big one here in a tie ball game in the fourth quarter.
And Brandon, when games are this close, it usually comes down to the team making the fewest mistakes, and that was one of our mantras back at Tennessee. Coach Mears used to say all the time, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. You've got to cut those down to give yourself an opportunity. And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there.
And in for the Ravens touchdown. John Ross with
touchdown number 2 in the game, and now 11 on the year.
Right,
and the
boy.
Ravens, on just 2 plays, have taken the lead.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Browns drive about to get started.
And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the second half. They'll need to change that here.
He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back.
And Mayfield again with the interception, his 3rd.
Oh, it don't
Picked
matter.
off by Deshaun Elliott.
And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. Tucker now for the extra point. And the lead is up to 14. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
The Cleveland offense ready to go.
We'll see if they can band back together after the pick 6. It hurt badly, but still within striking distance. A 2-score game with a good chunk of time on the clock.
Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Mayfield. It's caught by Hooper. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Fourth quarter, every drive so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the second touchdown. You got the first one for the second one to even matter.
Odafe Owe there on the tackle.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. To throw, Mayfield. Completes it right side to Cooper. But correct me if I'm wrong, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
Meanwhile, Mayfield's throw into the hands of Hooper.
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Mayfield on 1st down. Over the middle, complete. That's Hunt. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Back-to-back 11-yard gains, and they've got another 1st down.
Good yardage on the completion there, and when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception.
Picked off by Odafe Owe.
Boy, what a turnaround. They exited the lockers with a nice lead, and now all of this. What's happened?
So when you start to write your novel, you'll start out with, it was a tale of 2 halves, won't you?
Right, but I'm a bad writer.
I don't know exactly what happened because sometimes teams can go in with a lead and get too comfortable, too relaxed, and a couple.
And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown.
J.K. Dobbins.
His 9th touchdown of the season.
And the Ravens add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week.
Tucker with the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does, depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't have the confidence, if they're a little bit shaky, maybe try and take the pressure off and run the ball a little bit.
And this throw incomplete. The defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down. But we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
First down, Mayfield. It's caught over the middle, Hooper. And he's taken down inside the 30. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
A big connection on that one. 30 yards. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles, that certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them, and now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
A big play that time through the air. 30 yards. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better. And that got it done in this one.
Bruh, if y'all could have heard me during the first half of that game, that dude was getting so lucky, bro. Every single interception that I had come, every single touchdown drive he had, he threw an interception. But my guy either dropped it or someone swatted out my hands. And I was getting so pissed, bro. I was like, if this is really how I take my first L, I'm gonna be mad. But the second we got that fumble, the whole game just turned around. So that's dope. And also, since I got 100 yards with John Ross, that's dope. Hold on. The reason why I'm taking a little bit on this screen is because I need to take a picture of this. So I can let homeboy know that I got him 150 yards, man. So then he's gonna get bumped up to a star, which is dope. I think that's what he's at right now. Yeah, so he's gonna get bumped up to a star, which is awesome, and he got some extra XP. And look at how many freaking points I have now. Jeez Louise, man. 70 points. That's a crap ton. Do we even have anything? Yeah, sure, why not? There we go. He just unlocked someone's hidden death. I don't know who it was, but that boy is unleashed now. Unleashed his power like I'm the freaking Elder of Grand Namek. Well, I'm pretty sure they look like a lineman's name. Nah. There's like a name with a dash in it. This guy, I think. The guy who I'm not even starting. Whatever. And he's still not gonna start. I don't care if you got that dev. Look at who my D line is. Like what? Like the thing is, I'm sure he probably levels up extremely fast. But you know, like, so what's the point with Joe's 71 block shedding? Let's see what Wolf has. 80. I'll take 80. I'll take 80 every time. What about BJ? 84. Yeah, bro. I'm sorry. That's cool. I probably shouldn't have wasted it on him then. I probably should have checked first, but whatever. Yeah, that was a total waste now that I'm thinking about it. But all right, cool. We got ourselves a win. Are we leading in anything now? Lamar Jackson, number two quarterback. Marquise Brown, number 1 wide receiver. Odafe up there for sacks. He's not leading, but he's number 2. Westry still doing beastly. All right, man. Good things are happening. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.